Hello friends, welcome to XTA, the Gold Trading Academy. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Before going to the session, I suggest you watch the pre-market analysis which was done on April 12, 2026. On April 12, 2026, we mentioned that from the range of 4,749, there are chances that market would come to the range of 4,706 and it can accumulate from that area and go to the range of 4,884 or 4,899. Let's see what happened after this. When we posted the video, market was at 4,749, which is here. From here, as mentioned exactly in this video, let's see what happened. It came and tapped on the order block zone of 4,706, and after that it started moving higher. So when it started moving higher, from the order block zone, we have almost made a profit of around 2,100 pips. And when the market was accumulating at the area, and when it reached the rejection zone of 4,838, we mentioned in our community that is 4,899 in gold, a good range. And this was the range for 4,899. Market went till 4,891 and it started falling. It doesn't mean that market won't reach there. Definitely market will reach there. When the market was accumulating at this area, when it took a rejection zone and when it came down, we mentioned in our community, in our broadcast channel, that there are two chances. Either market would react from the range of 4,800 something and it can go back to the 4,899 range, or it can come back to the probable demand zone of 4,754 and go up. So what happened? From here, market actually accumulated at this area as mentioned in this screenshot. From here, market went directly to the top. So in our community, we are updating everything on a daily basis. All the trades and all the probabilities and possibilities we update in a daily zone. So right now, you would be thinking what is going to happen next. Before going to discuss that, let's see the profit which were taken by our students and members in the last 1 week. So these are some of the profits taken by our new students who have joined recently and are making wonderful profits. You can learn each and every trades. These are not taken in the demo account and these are all taken in the real accounts. You can see some people have done a great withdrawals as also. And as mentioned in the last week, part by part, we are refunding. We are in discussion with our broker firm and we are refunding the swap charges for all the members. Before, for everybody, swap charges was free. Right now, we are going through a server upgradation. That's the reason why the swap charges are being charged. Now you might have understood why you need to be a part of community. If you are not a part of XTA community, these swaps will not be refunded, and if you make $1,000 profit, almost around $200 to $250 you will have to give as swaps and commissions. Because you are a member of XTA, you won't be charged any swaps. Even though if you are charged swaps or commission, it would be refunded at the end of the month. So I can tell you this as well. At the end of this month, all these swaps will be removed permanently and the swap charges will be refunded for you. That is an extra support given to you by XTA. Now, these are some of the profits which I showed you. I would like to show you some of the case studies as well. Like if we look into the profit screenshots, you can gain confidence, but you need to look at the losses screenshot as well, or some of the mistakes done by our students or the members. There are a lot of people who are doing mistakes without following the proper system. Here you can see that one member, he has placed multiple sells and he had made some profits also. But the reason why we request you not to take sell is because gold is an appreciating asset. when you click on the sell button, you may be able to get some temporary profits, but ultimately I can write it and give it to you that you will lose your entire capital and your entire money if you click on sell. The logic behind it is that the gold is an appreciating asset. Definitely we can go for a sell if you have a proper stop loss and if you have a good capital. But trust me, if you follow the XTA swing scalping strategy, you won't lose a single penny, and this is the most safest and most calmest thing that you can do. So second one, here you can see two accounts. So this one person has made $156. At the same time, he accidentally closed 4 trades. You know what happened? So when I was speaking to him or speaking to her, what she told me was, when she was using the phone, suddenly her child, grabbed the phone and he took the phone and he clicked on close all positions. This is what happened. It is not a mistake of the student, or it is not the mistake of the member. But let me tell you this, my dear friends, this can happen in your family, in your home also. Children doesn't know what they are doing. Don't give this business is entirely run through your phone, and your phone is the most valuable thing that you have right now, because our business run through this phone. You shouldn't give this phone to anybody. You shouldn't let your children or anybody use your MetaTrader app as well, because this is your business. You need to keep your capital safe. So somehow she has recovered the amount, but still keep in mind that don't give your phones to children, or keep it safe always in your hand itself. Now, the second screenshot, this belongs to a very genuine trader. She has deposited around $30,000 in her trading account, and she has made some wonderful profits as well. You can see the withdrawals also. She had made a withdrawal of around 3,736 also. But you know what happened last week? What happened was, she used to take trades with 0.01 and 0.02. Now, let me tell you why she went for 0.02. Because she is a level 2 trader. Most of the members here are level 1 traders with a lesser capital. You should see the capital. The capital is $30,000, so that she can go for 0.02. But unfortunately, accidentally, she just changed the lot size to 0.2. So that is how many times bigger to 0.02. So whatever profit she made, within just one click, she had to close it for minus $2,883. So before you trade, always make sure that your lot size is correct. Whether it is 0.01 or 0.02, make sure it is correct. Then only you should go for a trade. So this is the case study for this week, my dear friends, so that you won't do the same mistakes that the other members has done. So keep this in mind. Every week we'll be posting case studies like this. That is for the betterment. And I'm really grateful and thankful for all the members who are sharing the screenshots. Even though if you are taking losses, even though if you are making profit, you are sharing it with all the mentors, so that the mentors can learn it and give you proper advices. Now, coming back to the analysis. You might be thinking what is going to happen next in the coming days, right? Let's see. Right now, gold is at the range of 4,829. Now, if we look into the retail liquidity, let's try to draw a retail liquidity zone. Now, this can be considered as a retail liquidity zone because there are multiple rejections happening from the topmost line, and there are multiple supports taken from the lowest line. So this can be considered as a support. This can be considered as a resistance for the retail traders. So while looking into our system, when we go to the daily time frame, you can see that there is a huge IFC candle tapping on a previous order block zone, and you can see if you cut the chart over here, you can see that the candle has closed, the third candle has closed at 4,799.91, where this area will be a fair value gap. The gap between the first candle will be and the third candle will be considered as fair value gap, and from the range of 4,788 to the candle wick end, which is 4646, can be considered as a buy zone in the daily time frame. So let's mark this. So this is a buy zone, but in such cases, because it's an IFC candle, there are chances that the market can come up to the range of 4754. Maybe the chances are gold can come down to the range of 4751 or something like this, and from here there are chances that market can go back to the zone which we have drawn, which is 4899. Now let's look into the 4 hours time frame also. While looking into the 4 hours time frame, this zone in the daily time frame will act as a probable demand zone as mentioned in this photo which we have posted in the weekly, the broadcast channel, the probable demand zone. So let me mark it as a demand zone. Green zone is always a demand zone. I am just writing it down so that you can understand. Demand zone means the place where people would like to buy. Now this is the most possible demand zone right now, but while checking I can see that there is a small, very tiny order block in the 4 hours time frame, which is like from 4806 to 4767. So this is the buy zone, I would say. It's a buy zone in the 4 hours time frame, but this is not very strong. Okay, this is not very strong zone. So the chances are market can come down, take support from here, maybe go back up, or if this order block is not having proper maybe orders, this order block can be broken and it can come down to the daily demand zone, and then from here the market can go up. So just keep all the zones in mind. This is a weaker zone, I would say. I won't say it's a very strong zone, but it's a weak zone because it's a 4 hour as compared to the higher time frame. Now let me give it as orange so that you can understand that it's a weaker time, order block. If it is going up from here, well and fine. If it is going up from here, it is good. But if it is not, it is better you go for a strong entry over here. Okay. Also, when you take the entry, always wait for an IFC candle or institutional funding candle. What's an institutional funding candle? A candle like this will be formed, and if a candle like this is formed, then that means it can be a strong buy. A candle like this, the candle with the long wick and the shorter head, if it is forming like this, then we can consider it as a buy. So I repeat again, my dear friends, two probabilities. One, from the 4 hour zone, it can come here, come over here, tap and go up, or else the second possibility is that market can come down, breaking the 4 hours demand zone, and then take support from the demand zone of 4751, and after that it can go up. This is the probabilities that I see right now. Anyway, let's see what is going to happen. For me, I consider market as bullish even now. At the same time, the rejection zone in between 4836 to 5020 is very strong because we got a huge fall from the this order block on March 16th, and from here only market has given us a great fall. So this will act as a great rejection as well. If everything goes well, I believe that market would break all this order blocks and can reach up to minimum 5234 in the coming days, if everything goes well and if all the news are positive. Let's wait and watch. Now let's see what is the news for the coming week. On Tuesday, there is a high impact news, which is the core retail sales. It can or cannot affect gold, but it is not a big news, I would say. On Wednesday, we have crude oil inventories. This can create huge fluctuations as the war is going right now. So make sure that you do not overtrade at this area. Please avoid overtrade. If you trade properly, nothing is going to happen. Now, on April 23, Thursday, we have initial jobless claim. You know what happens in the initial jobless claims. There will be huge fluctuation. Try to avoid trading at that time, or take actual amount of trades which you are supposed to take. So this is the news for this week, my dear friends. Also, my dear friends, let me conclude by telling you this. You are a businessman and you are not an employee. If you are a person with an employee mindset, you will be like, okay, I need to take $100 a day, $50 a day, $300 a day. Are you an employee? No, you are not an employee. You are a businessman. Just imagine you are opening a textile shop. Do you think that the invested amount will come back in one day or 1 month or 1 year? No. Just imagine that you are depositing $100,000 for that textile shop. It will take years for the money to come back. Then why you have a different approach in trading? In trading, it is like any other businesses. For example, if you are depositing a $50,000, just expect maximum 10%. If you are able to take the 10%, it is well and fine. Here what people are trying to do, depositing $1,000 or $2,000, then they are trying to take 100% every month. And if they can take it every day also, they are very happy, Please have the businessman attitude. If you deposit $2,000 or $3,000, if you take a 10% profit also, that is a huge profit. Here our students are making 25 to 30% a month. That's so grateful that we have the strategy with us. Here you will not have any losses if you follow the proper system. So my dear friends, keep this in mind. Have a businessman attitude. Wishing you all the success and thank you so much.